Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. Another edition of two guys acting like they know about high school football.
Absolutely.
We know a couple of things, but that's probably about all. So if you're looking for real insider information, we've got some stuff for you, but we're just two guys who love Texas high school football, think it's the greatest high school football in the nation, of course, think it's talent all over the place, competitive from the small classes up to the big classes. Just something we both really enjoy. And there's nothing like getting together and talking a little ball on a Friday night. A little teaser for everyone. We are going to be back Sunday night because apparently me can't figure out dates on a calendar and realize the regular season starts next week and we were short a class, so we're going to squeeze class 6A in at the on Sunday evening. That'll hit at about 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock in the East again. May go a little easier. Keep your eye out on socials, my SEC, Sean, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. And I'll update the time there. But right now, we're looking at this same time slot, but might go sooner based on what's going on. So that's just what's going on here. Let's go ahead and welcome in and bring in the other half of this partnership. Doug Jones down there in the Houston area. Know it's been brutally hot down there, buddy. Hope y'all are surviving. Hope the kids are all doing good down there. It's about go time, man.
Dude, we're 1 week away, man. How you doing over there, man? We're doing pretty good down here. Yes, it is hot as hell, but that means, hey, it's okay though. Because football's in the air, brother. We're 1 week away. School is in session. I mean, I don't know about up in Ohio. I'm sure everybody's in school already, but kids started. I know Pearland started maybe 2 days ago. First day of school. I'm ready to rock and roll, man. I mean, I love talking high school football, Texas high school football. I mean, we're not the experts, but we do. I mean, we at least have a clue. That's about as far as I'll go with that. Yeah. So, but we love it. So,
kids went back to school this week up here.
Okay.
But I'd have to do some looking. Excuse me. I think they started football games last week.
Some places have, man. Tennessee and of course California and Georgia, yeah.
Hello, Pico FNF.
I like that, man.
Appreciate you. Yeah. Welcome in. Appreciate you jumping in the chat. Got a question, or if you're familiar, just ask us a question about a team from Texas. Anybody in the chat. If you've got a team from Texas you're curious about in 5A, let us know. If you're not sure what classification, mention them. We'll let you know. If they're 6A, we'll tell you tune in Sunday. If they're 4A, 3A, 2A, or even 6-man football, we'll tell you go watch the past streams because we probably talked about them. So, hey, Jacqueline Rivera. Good to see you in the chat too. Anybody in the chat, if you feel so inclined, go like and subscribe. Hit like on the stream and subscribe to the channel. Before we get into the first classification, we've got all the channels for the WTP Sports scrolling across the top. Go like and subscribe all of them. They all have different information they talk about. Some talk, you got Notre Dame, you got Miami, you got a little bit of everything on everybody's channel.
Yeah, cover everything
together and do stuff too. I know this weekend, just a little side note, if you want, you can catch just college football news on Saturday at 10, and on Sunday, being based up here, there should be a lot of work for some people. Is Sunday is the Ohio State University preview episode. So, and then next Tuesday, of course, I know you'll want to tune in for this, Doug. Next Tuesday is Texas A&M's preview. I know you're a big
glued. I'll be there, buddy.
So, man, Artistically's back in the chat again. Good to see you back again this week, Artistically. He said Corpus Christi Miller was last week. He did say Miller was a sleeper, but then he saw their scrimmage and he said they need some work.
Okay, they're gonna need another scrimmage, huh, buddy? Maybe.
Scrimmage, that's what a scrimmage is for, man. Wait till they roll it out for real and see what happens. Coaches work on a lot of things in scrimmages. So, again, like I said, you don't win a scrimmage.
There's a controlled scrimmages,
Right. I did see Texas A&M's kicker out of this class was kicking 56-yarders in warm-ups.
Okay.
So I was pretty impressed with that. Of course, after seeing our kicking game for the past 2 years, I'd be impressed with me out there kicking. So,
hey, you know what? Tonight, Dobie is scrimmaging Laporte right now.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know who man was scrimmaging. I know we did Clear Falls last week. I don't know who we got this week.
Okay. They're opening up with Clear Springs next weekend. I'll be there, Pasadena Memorial Stadium.
All right, we'll have to figure out that and get you linked up and get you on your phone and give a little update here and there throughout the game. We'll figure that all out.
We'll figure that out. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So look, we've held the people attention for this long. Let's go ahead and give them what they came here for. 5A. Getting into the big boys. Division 2 is where we're going to start. There's 2 divisions. Man, did I really? I was trying to find it real quick, Doug. Hold on. I want to give everybody. There we go. I knew I had it. I just wanted to find it. Give everybody the breakdown of the classification enrollment sizes that we're talking about here.
Okay.
So 5A is 1,305 kids up to 2,214. So roughly 900 swing. Now, then you take that and you break it down. Division 2, which is what we're going to talk about first, would be 1,305 to 1,869 kids. And then, of course, Division 1 would be 1,870 to 2,214. So that's how the breakdown is. It'll be a little different in 6A. We'll explain that when we get to 6A on Sunday. 6A is a whole different animal, and I hate it, but it's what it is, so that's how it goes. So let's jump into Region 1. What do you got? What are you thinking at? What are you looking at?
Well, I mean, like we were talking before the show, I mean, the first couple of districts, besides Palo Duro, they got like you said, they do have a player going to the University of Texas. Very smart kid, I have to say. Good choice. But we're going to skip right to District 3, I'm going to go ahead and say, man. Argyle and Lucas Lovejoy. These 2 teams, number one, got 2 the greatest coaches. So many great coaches in Texas, Sean, but the 2 Todds. Todd Rogers, been Argyle for, I think, 23 years now.
Mm-hmm.
269 and 47. Ain't too bad.
No, pretty good.
No. And Lovejoy has Todd Dodge. Many of y'all might have heard of him before. Yeah. That guy was he at Westlake for so long, and son was a coach and all this and that. So this is it's going to be a great district, I think, Sean. But I'm kind of pulling. I know Argyle's strong, man. They got a wide receiver, all world. I mean, he's being recruited nationally. But man, I'm kind of liking Lovejoy to make a move this year, man. They went 6-5 last year. Had some injuries, had some young players, but that's the district to look at, man. What do you got? I like Lovejoy. I'm going for Lovejoy to win that district.
Okay. You going with that based on Dodge?
Not really based on Dodge, but based on that they had a down year last year. They had a kid, I think one of the best young receivers was injured the whole year. He's coming back. So And I just, like I said, they had a down year. It's not a Todd Dodge type of year. So unfortunately, Parker Livingstone's not walking through those doors either.
No,
So
he's definitely not.
no, he's not. Oh well.
We talked about it, and we talked about these two districts for sure. No disrespect to the first two districts, but this is the power nexus of this region. You like District 3, I like District 4. I really like District 4. I get where you're coming from. Argyle is Argyle. They moved up. Everybody thought they were going to struggle a few years back, and they didn't. They've got a Texas Tech commit receiver, Julian Caldwell.
Okay. There you go. That's him.
You know, a team I'm really interested in high on here is Colleyville Heritage, though, in District 3. Heritage, man, dude, that's where Coach Kirk Martin, who's now at Manville, was when he came back from Syracuse. He went to Colleyville Heritage. They can still throw the ball there, dude. They can still throw the heck out of the ball up there, and they got receivers galore. So they're a team to watch. Argyle is more physical. Think about it this way. Argyle, if you want to look at it in 6A terms, Argyle is Katy, Colleyville's Manville. We had the speed and the athleticism, and Argyle had the physicality. That's exactly what this translates to for those.
So Heritage has a lot of skill guys.
Yeah, dude, they're good. Yeah. They've got a stable of receivers, and they've got a quarterback, Lane Vargas. This team could be something dynamic. I'm still liking Argyle in that district. I still like Argyle to win it because I think they can run the ball, and they're a lot more physical. But don't be surprised if Heritage pushes them or even beats them. It would not shock me. But and artistically back in, he had a couple of comments. He said, "Don't forget Jason Todd talking about coaches at SOC." We're going to get into SOC here in a little bit. Don't worry, I told him.
Yeah. We will.
But he also said Lovejoy got beat bad in the playoffs. True, but they were injured a little bit last year too, like you had mentioned, Doug. They were down their receiver. They were, I think they were also kind of youngish last year.
They were pretty young, yeah.
But when you get Todd Dodge behind the whistle, things seem to spike up pretty quick down there. So you said District 3. That was my take. I'll give you my thing on District 4, and then you tell me kind of what you think about it. District 4 to me is loaded. Anna, Frisco, Panther Creek, Denison, traditional back tower that has kind of fallen hard times, but they're starting to come back. And then Salina. I mean, Salina is so good in such a traditional power. They were in Kenny Chesney's music video for The Boys of Fall. I mean, this team is good. Now, Anna is the clear favorite in this district. This Anna team, remember, they won state in, 23. This team's probably better.
Ooh.
Okay. Dude, their offensive line, watch their offensive line when you watch highlights of Anna. They are going to maul people. They love to run the ball, but they've got the weapons outside to chunk it too. So Anna's my pick in this district, and I think Anna's pretty sizable. But, man, Frisco, Panther Creek, Denison, and Salina are going to be in battles. Prosper Richland is a team that's starting their first varsity season. We saw how Prosper Rock Hill did in their first season. We've seen how Shadow Creek did in their first season. Richmond Randall, Iowa Colony. These teams don't take 7, 10, 15 years to build a program.
Not
These
anymore.
teams are getting the ground running. So, watch them, but Salina's going to be real young this year. That's why I've got them. I've actually got Denison. Them and Denison and Panther Creek are probably all right there. Panther Creek, remember, is a move up from 4A. So they're getting into, do they have the depth? But they've got the skill to be there. In fact, Frisco has LSU running back Brennan Lacey is on the roster, and an Air Force wide receiver, Lowry Assel. So, I mean, they've got two studs right there on offense. But I'm going Anna to win this district. I think they're the team to beat.
Well, the first thing that stands out to me in this district, Sean, is how big is Frisco, Texas, bro? I'm like Frisco Panther, Frisco freaking High, Frisco Emerson, Frisco Memorial, Frisco Independence, and this is in 5A. We don't even got to 6A yet.
No, they got some 5A D1 schools too. Man,
that's crazy.
When I was in high school in Commerce, Texas, 3A high school, Frisco was in our district.
Just Frisco. Those is
just
one high school.
Just Frisco.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And now they have like 12 high schools.
Damn.
They're the Cypress of Dallas is what they are.
Oh, okay. I got you. That makes sense. Okay. But I'm kind of with you on this though. With Anna, the Coyotes. What Coyotes? The Coyotes or Coyotes?
I think they're the Coyotes.
I think they're Coyotes. Now you said they like to run the ball. Well, they got an offensive lineman, Peyton Miller, 6'5", 315. He's being recruited nationally. I'm not sure if he's committed, but I'm sure he's probably one of those maulers that you described. And I'm sure the rest of the offensive line probably follow his lead with that. So, and plus Salina. Dude, am I seeing this right? They're returning 0 starters on defense. Wow. I mean, 2 on offense. I mean, that's spectacular. Returning 2 on offense, but 0 on defense.
Yep.
But this is a proud program, my friend. But
yeah,
I mean, did the JV go undefeated? I mean,
I don't know. But Salina is such a machine that they just plug and play.
They're methodical. They absolutely are.
I mean, you could take Gary Joseph out of Katy and run that Katy offense with any other head coach, and it's going to do the same. I mean, it's just a machine. It's just when you're a traditional program like that, it's just plug and play. Let's see what Artistically has to say before we move on here. Do y'all know what happened there last year? Happened where? A lot of things happened a lot of places. I might be missing something here. But what are we talking about?
So
give me a little more insight. I might have missed something too. And I'll get back to you Artistically as soon as you hit me up there. So I'm just going to run through a couple of players that I did. And all I did was go out with mostly players that were committed. I mentioned Julian Caldwell going to Texas Tech. You got Kyron Brown from Amarillo Palo Duro. You got the LSU commit. You got Air Force commit. I mean, you got a couple of guys committed here. And that's not even out of all those people I mentioned, none of them are from Anna with that offensive line. So that tells you that offensive line is going to have some commits off of it. I'm telling you, they are monsters, Doug.
Well, they got one. They got one kid at least that's been offered quite a bit. So he just, I guess, he hasn't committed yet. So he's waiting on that Texas offer, I'm sure.
Right. Now, when I did my stuff, I've got it figured out to where the bracket, how it should play out based on projections that I've got. Believe it or not, Amarillo Palo Duro has probably the easiest route out of their bracket because they're on the top half, and all the bottom half in this is going to be the dirty side. The bottom half is going to have Argyle, Anna, all them down there. Palo Duro's toughest test is probably going to be Frisco. So don't be surprised if Palo Duro is in the regional final.
Let's do it. Be great.
But you're probably going to get an Anna Argyle regional semifinal, which is just not right. That should be the regional final in my mind. But
right.
Argyle, Anna, I'm going to lean Anna over Argyle in that game.
Just because of the trenches.
Yeah. And Argyle is going to be physical too, don't get me wrong. But I think Anna, you're telling me that this team is projected to be more loaded than the 2023 state titles winning team. It's hard to go against that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take Anna to come out of this region and get to the state semifinals. I will give you a spoiler. I don't think they get past the semifinal round.
So you got that in Region 1?
Yes.
Okay. See, I'm kind of leaning either Argyle or Lovejoy.
Yeah.
The same district, buddy. Yeah. I want to. I'm gonna stick with Lovejoy, but even though you got me kind of feeling Anna a lot right now, so it's gonna be a good year, man.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. You're right. The stuff that went on in Salina, like he just called it some Penn State type stuff. Yeah, there was some stuff that went on. It was all handled. I don't know. I'm not going to get into it. It's what it is. We had the issue a few years back down in, what was it, Montgomery. They had the same thing with their football team and wound up forfeiting a bunch of their games at the end of the season. And I'm not going to get into all that, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. But definitely a black eye for that community.
Yeah, for sure.
So now we'll move on real quick to Region 2. Region 2 has got some teams, but I don't think it's as strong as it used to be. I think a lot of your really strong teams in Region 2 have moved up. This used to be where Alito would sit for a while, and once in a while you'd have Highland Park down here, and so I think it's changed a little bit with the dynamic. You have a clear favorite in this region, and it's not even close. South Oak Cliff is your number one team. Terrell could be good. I know Dave Campbell has them 7th. Brenham is 10th.
Brenham's pretty good.
But look, man, South Oak Cliff is on a different level.
Completely different level. Even their uniforms are on a completely different level, Sean.
Right. I will say this. If there's a knock against South Oak Cliff, which I know they're playing a tough non-district slate.
Yes, they are.
But their district is garbage.
Trash. Dumpster.
I'm sorry.
It's all the Dallas schools, man.
It's all the Dallas schools and then Mesquite Poteet.
Poteet,
hasn't been good in forever.
Yeah.
Mesquite Poteet's going to finish 2nd in this district, okay, just because nobody else can.
Right. But that's why South Oak Cliff is playing. I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I said that's why South Oak, like you said, they're non-district. They're playing North Shore.
Yep.
I think they're going to play that game in Arlington.
Let me see.
They're having a big old bash.
They have 2 non-district games. One's North Shore. I don't know who their other one is. Normally they play like a Skyline or a Lancaster or something like that.
Duncanville. Oh, maybe it's Duncanville.
It might be. They have to because their district is not going to test them at all. Look, 5 straight state championship games they've appeared in. They've won 3 of them. They're 3-2 in state championship games. They're the defending champion.
Sean, who beat them? Who beat them twice? I know Port Neches beat them once, right?
Port Neches beat them. Who else beat them?
They played Port Neches like 3 times.
Was it Randall? Did Randall get them?
No, I don't think so, man.
I know they beat Richmond Randall.
Maybe it was Port Neches both times.
I don't think it was twice. It could be. I'll have to look that up when I let you start talking for a little bit.
Okay.
He artistically said yes. I don't know if that's in relation to PNG beating him twice, or was it Randall? I thought Randall got him once and lost once. And then I thought PNG got him. I think it went PNG beat him. Then I think Randall beat him, and then they beat Randall.
And they beat PNG in the state championship again. They played again, beat PNG.
Right.
And they beat, They've had some battles, man. But Dallas South Oak Cliff, I mean, they had a hell of a senior class last year, Sean. I mean, it's going to be tough because I think I remember I sent this to y'all during signing day, but I think they signed well over double-digit seniors, the scholarships last year.
South Oak?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they did.
South Oak Cliff, like well over double-digit seniors, and most of them went FBS and big schools and stuff like that. So that's going to be tough to replace. I think their quarterback is coming back. They got, of course, an awesome offensive lineman. I don't know if you've heard of him before, but he's a big boy named Brian Swanson, committed to the University of Texas.
I figured. I mean, he had to be committed to the University of Texas. You weren't going to say it if he was an Aggie. So. Well,
okay, got me there. But they're only returning 4 starters on each side of the ball. So I mean, it's gonna be tough. But it is. But they don't call themselves the Mecca for nothing, Sean.
Right. Okay? Well, I mean, look. Let me put it this way: they're returning 4 on offense. One of those is Jaden Williams, the quarterback from last year.
There you go.
Let me just go ahead and say, artistically, here you go. Coach Todd is one of. I'm going to put Coach Todd in the top 5 coaching Mount Rushmore right now. When you go to an inner city school like South Oak Cliff and you do what he's done that nobody else, that talent has always been there. We know they've always had talent, but nobody could ever channel it, and he did. Coach Todd is amazing.
How long has he been there?
What he has done. 7 years, maybe 6.
Wow.
He was immediately got them better immediately.
No kidding, dude.
And just remember, when asked about his quarterback, Jaden Williams, he said he's probably a little more athletic than Kevin Jennings. Kevin Jennings, who's at SMU.
Right. Wow.
So,
okay.
They've also, you mentioned 4 on both sides. On their defensive side, they're bringing back Isaiah, and I'm going to butcher his name, Udom. UDOM.
Okay.
This dude had 7 interceptions last year.
Don't throw that guy's way, man.
But because you've got somebody like that, you just tell that D line, which we know they have, pin your ears and go.
All right.
And they do, which forces the quarterback to throw it up, and he goes and gets it. The next weird stat here, you hear this one's for you. We talked about how bad their district was. They outscored their district opponents in 2025, 371-0.
See, they get to play a lot of young players, though, so that's a good thing.
That's another reason. That's why they get
to stay healthy, play young players.
You're building nothing but depth for the next year or injuries happening.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spend much more time on this this district. This is South Oak Cliffs, and it's not close.
That's not even funny.
Yeah, they did. They did do that. I knew artistically mentioned that. I don't know if it was yesterday or if it's tonight. It's happening, but I know that they were doing a tri-scrimmage with Sauk, Duncanville, and Cedar Hill.
Yep. I was going to mention that actually. They did do that tonight.
Was it tonight or
I think it was last night. I think it was last night. Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of teams do like to do their last scrimmage on Thursday to give them that extra day off for the season next. Look, this next district, we're not going to spend a lot more time. This region runs through South Oak Cliff. If they don't win this region, it's going to be an upset. But Terrell sits here, who's 12-1, and they run that wing T, which is crazy. Their running back, Julian Ashley, 1,500 yards as a sophomore. Their defense is going to be their question. Texas High is always super talented and super good at charts.
It just doesn't win.
Yeah.
I think they live to play and beat Arkansas High. That's like their whole life is to beat Arkansas High.
I can remember 2-3 years ago, maybe 4, they were number 1 in the state in this class, 12-0, destroying everybody.
Yeah, I remember
I think
that.
they beat Carthage in non-district. I mean, beat the hell out of Carthage in non-district that year. And got to the playoffs and lost in like the second round.
Yeah, I know. It's weird, man.
I mean, so don't sleep on Terrell. Terrell could be a little bit of an issue.
What about Marshall, man? I drove through Marshall so many times, man.
I mean, again,
what's the problem?
There's some, I don't know. There's some good teams in this region, but they're good. Then there's the elite. And there's only one elite in this region.
Yeah. South Dallas.
Right. I don't see much in this region. I really just don't. That's going to compete with South Oak Cliff. Good teams, yeah. District championship teams, of course. I just don't see anything remotely close.
How about the Cubs?
Brenham's always scrappy, okay? You know, Brenham is always one of those teams that, again, though, they're kind of like a Texas High. I can remember a year, this is in the 2013, 14, 15 range. They were all world. Oh, Brenham's the number one team. Brenham's, and
I didn't remember that. Y'all played them, huh? Yeah, Manville destroyed them.
I mean, and they were like, they were supposed to be this all-world team, and they wound up the regular season like 7-3. And then I think we met them in the playoffs, and we just throttled them.
Yep. So, yeah, that's it. But that'd be the only team that's gonna, I guess, play SOC for the region, maybe.
Yeah.
The question is, who's going to play SOC for the Region 1 championship?
Well, based on how my bracket broke down, let me get back to the top half real quick. Where'd it go? I don't know where the top half of my bracket is. But either way, I'm looking at Brenham probably to come out. I think South Oak Cliff would get Terrell earlier. Okay. And I think they beat Terrell, but I really don't know of anybody else down there besides Brenham. Based on how the matchups fall, I'm going to go South Oak Cliff over Brenham. I think Brenham will get to the regional final.
Okay.
But I think I don't see them beating South Oak Cliff.
Yeah, there's no chance. Yeah.
And then, of course, that would put South Oak Cliff, in my mind, up against Anna, and in yours, it puts them against Lovejoy. And I've already seen what South Oak Cliff does to Lovejoy before.
Yeah.
At Parker Livingstone, South Oak Cliff beat them by like 60. I still think they beat Anna. I'm going to pencil in South Oak Cliff into the state championship game. And now who their matchup's going to be against, that's still to be determined. Because I would, if the regions were the same, we're going to jump into Region 3 now. If the regions were the same, I would, of course, take probably Richmond Randall with Landon Williams or Landon Callis Williams or Williams Callis, whatever, the Texas running back.
But he's up in D1.
They went to D1 this year.
Yeah.
So what that did was, I think that opened the road for P&G.
Yep.
You know P&G. You know how crazy that stadium is out there when they play. You know how rabid that fan base is. They travel no matter what. So go ahead and give me some thoughts that you've got on Region 3 here and what you're looking at.
Well, I'm with you with P&G, Sean, and I can tell you firsthand. I'm sure I told you this before, man. I played a freshman B team game. Traveled there at Dobie. They packed. Half the freaking stands were full, Sean. They had a band out there and everything. It was beautiful. The varsity game, of course, was a sea of purple. I mean, it's great. I've been the great fans out there. I love Fort Nature's Groves. I think Bun Phillips coached out there many moons ago.
Yeah.
So, and they're all methodical. But I got them winning Region 3, P&G, 100%, man. I mean, they're not returning a lot. They only get that 4 and 5. Okay, they also have an offensive lineman, big guy. His name is Ace Reeves, I believe, yeah. I'm not sure if he's committed yet or anything like that, but they're well coached over there at Fort Nature's, Sean.
Oh yeah. Watch Montgomery. They've got a running back over there. Watch them. Keldred Ben. He's committed to Oklahoma. Watch that kid. I mean, P&G's in a little tricky district, though. I will say this.
That's a district with a lot of tradition, John.
Yeah, Nederland and P&G is just pure greatness.
Yeah.
You throw in Texas City, who's got tradition. You throw in Dayton, who is returning their quarterback. Huh? Yeah, go Broncos.
Dayton Broncos, man.
They're returning their quarterback. Nederland's returning 17, and their sub-varsity was 18-2.
Nederland is another great town, Sean, for football.
Oh, yeah. They are. That whole area out there, Nederland, you go into the Nederlands and the P&Gs, Bridge City, we've talked about in another classifications out there. Silsbee, all these, a little bit further north, but, those Jasper, Silsbees, those teams, Hampshire Finette's out there. I mean, there's football out there. It's like it's all left, like all the talent is leaving the Beaumont schools and going to the smaller towns.
Yeah.
So, I mean, don't sleep on Dayton, though. They missed the playoffs last year, but that team, I think, is going to be in the playoffs. Then you get the next district. You've got District 11. I mean, come on. Crawford, Kempener. Crawford's going to be really good. Fort Bend Crawford. Better watch Marshall, Fort Bend Marshall, you never sleep. There's going to be speed and athleticism
Speed,
on that.
yeah. World class speed. Always.
Right. Yeah. They're in with the Victoria West, and Fort Bend Crawford, I think, only lost 2 games last year, and they were both, I think, to Richmond Randall.
Well, how long has Crawford been around? That's a relatively new school, isn't it?
Yeah, it's new. Yeah. I think this is like their 3rd year of varsity.
See, isn't that crazy?
They have what everybody says is one of the best players in the state, in Alvin Mosley. He's a receiver committed to Ole Miss.
6'3", 190, 4'5".
Yeah, 1,700 all-purpose yards and 31 touchdowns. And then you get into Marshall, who doesn't have their head coach anymore.
Nope.
He retired, or he moved on. I don't remember where he did. I think he made it. We're going to see what that does with this. Like we said, this team's got speed everywhere. This is where who's the kid play for now? See at Arkansas, Chris Marshall, receiver. Came from Boise State, went to A&M first. Then he had some trouble and went to Boise State. Now he's at Arkansas, I believe. He's from there. Devon Chain, everybody probably knows who that is. Miami Dolphins running back. He's from there. There's going to be speed on the field when Fort Bend Marshall takes it.
The Buffaloes.
Yes, but Crawford, I think Crawford's the favorite in that district. Yeah. I really don't see a whole lot of challenging coming out of the last district here. The Austin area, Bastrop, Pflugerville, Elgin, all that. Bastrop is probably the favorite here with their quarterback coming back, but I don't know. I mean, there's some teams in this region, I think, and unless you've got anything on that last district with Bastrop and all, then you got anything on them?
I mean, no, not really. I remember Pflugerville was good one time, not too long ago, but it's been a while. No, man, that district, not so much. Now, the next district, 13-5A.
Well, that's the next region.
I'm sorry, that's the next region. Losing my mind. Okay. But no.
Artistically popped up and he said Victoria being in Region 3 is crazy. They're always in Region 4. It's like that. I said a few years back, you can remember Manville and Angleton played in the state semifinal in 2017. They're 20 miles apart from each other, and they were in different regions.
Remember when the Woodlands and North Shore played for a state championship? That was the weirdest freaking thing, bro.
Yeah.
Weirdest thing. I mean,
these realignment things, man, they move things so differently. But yeah, I can remember that. I remember everybody was like Angleton, and everybody was all hyping up Angleton because they were undefeated and rolled through Region 4, and then they ran into Manville and got butt stomped.
Well, you know who their offensive coordinator was?
Yeah, you're the former coach who's now at LaPorte, right?
That's right, Kevin Bernithi, man.
You know who their stud running back was, right?
I can't remember his name.
Yeah, because he didn't do nothing when he went to college as the number 1 safety in America.
Oh.
BJ Foster.
Hey.
Yeah, we shut him down completely.
Okay.
That kid had so much talent, and he just blew it all away. He just didn't put in the work and thought his talent was better, but different subject.
Yep. Happens. It happens.
I'm going to be, even though what I said coming off of this, I'm going to throw a little boldness out there on this region. Fort Bend Crawford wins this region.
Okay.
Give me Fort Bend Crawford to win this region over P&G, but close.
I got them playing for the region for sure. But no, I'm going with those Groves Indians, man.
And that's if I don't blame you, and then that's if the bracket falls right. If
Right.
it happens that right now, give me PNG and Crawford in the regional final, but it could be that they meet in a regional semifinal. But wherever they meet, give me Fort Bend Crawford to take down Port Neches Groves.
Whew, okay.
Yep.
You got it.
Yeah, I can't be chalky the whole time.
No.
But Fort Bend Crawford could have a hell of a run. They may have to go through Bastrop too. We'll squeeze through Region 4 real quick here. Bernie's probably the favorite here.
Who? Bernie? Yeah. I want to say Bourne for some reason.
Yeah, it's Bernie.
Is Bernie?
Bernie, yeah. I mean,
Boerne.
Yeah. Yep.
Bernie.
But I mean, this region could be a little fun. You've got 5 teams in the top 13. You've got Bernie at 4, Alamo Heights, Liberty Hill at 8. Alamo Heights was 6. New Braunfels, the Unicorns, 9. And then one of my sleeper teams here, Gregory Portland. I don't know if you call a 13th ranked team a sleeper, but they haven't really been much. There used to be back in the day, if you can remember correct, and I know artistically, being from down there where I can almost bet you he can remember for sure the Cal Allen Gregory Portland game was always they were both normally undefeated going into that game, both ranked in the state, and it was always a dog fight.
Mm-hmm.
But Cal Allen has moved down while Gregory Portland moved up. So the crazy thing is I mentioned Bernie, Liberty Hill, New Braunfels, and Alamo Heights, along with Gregory Portland, were all ranked in the state rankings, right?
Yep.
Well, Bernie, Liberty Hill, New Braunfels, and Alamo Heights are all in District 13.
Yep.
So give me your take on District 13. That's the District of Doom here. It has to be.
Yeah, it has to be. I'm definitely leaning Bernie. I want to say Bourne, but it's Bernie, which I believe, Sean, is a German town. It was founded by German settlers, which is why we drink so much beer down here, I think. But they are the Greyhounds, and they have a quarterback, Grant Sweeney. Supposed to be pretty good. First team All-State, I want to say. 6'3", 200. I don't know where he's committed to, but he's supposed to be pretty darn good. Now, Liberty Hill, are they a slot team?
Yep.
That's the team that runs that slot team.
They're one of the original teams that does it, yes.
Wow, okay. And then, okay, yeah, that's going to be a tough district, bro.
Well, here's the problem with Liberty Hill, too, though. Liberty Hill has opened a second school.
They should have voted that down.
Well, they're going to lose some of their depth. But, you mentioned Grant.
They should have opted for a 9th grade center.
You mentioned Grant Sweeney, the quarterback from Bernie.
Right.
I'm going to give you these numbers. These are his combined career stats. And I want to tell you how many years he's been the starter, okay? 4,200 passing, 4,296 passing yards, 39 touchdowns, 1,075 rushing yards, 19 rushing touchdowns. So a total of 5,371 yards and 58 touchdowns.
Jeez.
How many years has he started the quarterback position to get those numbers?
Yeah. It's got to be at least a 3 or 4 year starter, man.
1.
Was he a transfer?
That was his first. That was his first season as a starting quarterback last year.
So he was a junior.
He probably
was. He even a senior?
Well, but think about it. Bernie has won this region 2 years in a row. So they've had good players already. So he probably had to wait his turn. It's kind of like being a running back at Katy. You have to wait your turn. Yeah. That's just one player time starter. Oh yeah. Bernie's good.
Dude, they got a D lineman with had 128 tackles last year, man. 8 sacks.
Yep.
A D lineman, bro.
Yep. Yeah, you have a real dual threat quarterback sitting there at Bernie. That's why I think they're the favorite. But even though I mentioned they opened a new school in Liberty Hill, that slot T is so hard. The problem is these teams have seen it for years because they've played Liberty Hill, so they know how to scheme against it. The slot T is super effective when you get into the playoffs, and teams that don't see it then have to prep for it.
Yeah.
But
Bernie, Alamo Heights. Don't sleep on Alamo Heights, though, man.
No. Don't sleep on them. New Braunfels was good too. They reached the regional final in Division I last year, and now they fell to Division II. So don't sleep on New Braunfels. The Unicorns, man, they got some magic up their sleeve. Who else we got here? I don't know that we really have another district that's going to challenge that one. The Gregory Portland squad is probably the chief challenger outside of that District 13. You got 14 starters coming back. They're in a very weak district, though. So we'll see what happens. Corpus Christi Ray is a team I'm really watching. The problem is they're implementing the slot T.
Oh, okay.
So, but he has a quarterback who's a hell of a throwing quarterback in Trip Thompson. So how's he going to balance this? He loves to run the slot T, but he has a quarterback who can throw the hell out of the ball. So what gives? I mean, because if you run the slot T and you can throw the ball, you might have a problem on your hands trying to defend that.
Oh yeah, well, all you're gonna get is one-on-one matchups too. Usually,
well, and you know that offensive line knows how to block if they're blocking for the slot T.
They know leverage.
So that's going to team to watch. The Valley has some teams, Mercedes and stuff like that, but they normally get in the playoffs, make it to the second round, and then get smashed.
Yeah,
it's been a while since we've seen a real threat or anybody come out. But you're right, Mercedes, awesome artistically. You're right, they are the best team. The problem is, I don't see them getting past the second round. They're going to run into one of those San Antonio schools, a Liberty Hill, an Alamo Heights, somebody like that who's going to beat them. But Mercedes is the best team from down there for sure. There's some players in here. There's definitely some players down here in this district. From Gregory Portland to Bernie, we've talked about them. Some of the other players we've talked about. I think you were talking about the kid from Alamo Heights, the one with all the tackles. Was that him? He had 15 tackles for a loss last year.
Jeez. Penetration station over there, man.
That was Drake Carroll. I don't know if that's the one you were thinking of or mentioning. But, I mean, with what
that's deep.
I've got to go chalky here. I'm going Bernie to win this region. I'm probably going Bernie. I think we're going to get a South Oak Cliff Bernie state championship game. I think we're getting Region 2 and Region 4. I think Region 1 and 3 are shut out this year in Division 2. I think Bernie gets there to South Oak Cliff, and I think South Oak Cliff has their way.
So South Oak Cliff state champion.
Yep.
Again.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm gonna go PNG, man.
Okay. You taking
Going
PNG
PNG.
over who's coming out of this region?
Oh, Bernie. Oh, Bernie. I think Bernie over Alamo. I think Bernie and Alamo Heights, same district.
Yeah.
They're gonna end up playing for that region. But I'm only gonna go PNG because SOC lost so much. So I mean, they lost a ton, bro. The seniors. That was a help. That last year's team was probably the best team. Probably the best team in the state, really. Who was the best team in the state last year? Probably SOC. Probably South Oak Cliff.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would agree.
I mean, you know. So it's gonna be close though, man. I'd love to see Bernie and South Oak Cliff play though. That'd be pretty nice. Maybe they're meeting the semifinals. Maybe South Oak Cliff and PNG might meet somewhere in the region or the semis.
Well, no, PNG and South Oak Cliff are in different regions.
Different region, yeah. So they'll meet maybe in the
semifinals. They can only meet. No, they can only meet. PNG and SOC can only meet in the final.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay.
Remember, Region 1 plays Region 2 in the state semifinal, and 3 plays 4.
Okay, so Bernie would play SOC.
Bernie would play PNG in
the
semifinal. In the semifinal.
Okay. Well, then Bernie ain't playing SOC for the state championship, Bernie.
Yeah, well, you've got PNG beating them, and I've got them beating PNG.
Let's go.
So, that would be the 6th round, though. Artistically, PNG and SOC can only meet in the championship game, which would be the 6th round of the playoffs. I think. Isn't that right? By district area.
Yeah. You got to win 16 games.
Regional semis, regional final, state semifinal. Yeah, 6th game. Yeah. I haven't been in Texas in a while, so my math might be off.
You win a state championship, you're playing 16 games.
Right. Well, that's Division 2. Doug's taking PNG over South Oak Cliff, and I'm taking South Oak Cliff over Bernie. Division 1. And brother, this is where the rubber meets the road. Now, the best draw for any team in the history, I think, happened in Class 5A, Division 1, Region 1. Denton Ryan got shoved into Region 1. And Alito's not there. Look, we're not gonna. This is one region we're gonna get through pretty quick. This is Denton Ryan, and it's Denton Ryan in the field. Denton Ryan is loaded. I'm not even the El Paso schools. I mean, I love the El Paso schools when they're good, but let's just call it what it is.
Yeah. No, man, Denton Ryan, Sean, their entire defensive line is going Power 4. Yeah. The Zane Rowe kid is going to Oregon, which I wish he would have went to A&M or Texas or somewhere, but that kid, since he was a sophomore, looked like a freaking man. Okay, so he's going to Oregon. He's got I can't remember the other guy's name, but they got 4 guys on that D line going Power 4, man. So that's pretty impressive. They might have the best defense in the country now. Unfortunately, they were not able to get Nussenmeyer. UIL said no, we're not doing that. Integrity.
Yeah.
So that's going to hurt them. But I don't know who they have at quarterback.
I don't know.
They usually got somebody.
I mean, they're going to have a quarterback. Let's just call that what it is.
Yeah.
And let's just go ahead and be real. I mean, their defense is going to keep them in every game anyway.
Yeah.
They need. I hate to keep bringing up the squad, but they need a Katy quarterback from the 90s.
They need
That's
one of
what they
those
need.
lead blockers on the toss sweep.
It's somebody that can hand the ball off and dump it over the middle to a fullback or tight end.
Yeah.
And just that's what they don't need him to turn the ball over. Or go back a couple years ago when Alito had their running back out there, not even Jonathan Gray, but the one after him. And they just had a quarterback who they told him just don't turn the ball over, and their defense was electric. I mean, that's what Denton Ryan needs, and they'll find that. They also have a huge 6'2" receiver out there too.
Dude, they are loaded. They're always loaded, man.
Denton Ryan, Denton Geyer. I mean, this isn't even going to be close in this region. I just think straight up. I mean, I'm going straight Denton Ryan here. I don't want to spend a lot of time on a region that just doesn't. To put it in perspective, when I look at the districts, I actually think the toughest district is District 2 with Abilene, Lubbock, Monterey, Amarillo, Friendship, and Tascosa.
Abilene's pretty good. But
the second toughest district is Denton Ryan, and it's Denton Ryan and 5 other people that might make the playoffs. 3 of them will.
Right.
So I'm going Denton Ryan here. I'm not leaning anywhere else on this. Abilene is a sleeper team. Watch Abilene.
Yeah.
They're always kind of that team. And I see Denton Ryan beating them in the regional final, by the way.
Right. Me too. That's how I got it.
I don't have a lot of faith in the rest of that region. But now, son, region 2.
Oh, no. Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to ramble off. This is not any ranking system at all. It's just something I put together. I kind of put them in what I think would be the order if I was ranking. Okay, let's start off with DeSoto. Then we look at Frisco Lone Star, perennial playoff team, deep run team. Oh, hey, here's Highland Park. Richland, up and coming. Melissa has been good. Lancaster, tons of skill. Cedar Hill, traditional power. Frisco, really good. I mean, come on, man. This region is so stacked. Your obvious number 1 team here is DeSoto. But looking at District 5, go ahead and look at District 5. Tell me what you see there.
Dude, I see Frisco Lone Star. Those guys got they might have the most talent of any team, man. They got so many players. Their quarterback, I think he's only a junior, I want to say, but he's highly regarded. They always got wide receivers, defensive guys. They got a ton of all-state guys. I like Frisco Lone Star a lot, man. This year, and again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got 6 freaking schools. Frisco.
Yeah,
here, buddy.
That's not counting the other ones that were in Division 2.
That is insane.
Yeah, I told you they're the Cypress of Dallas.
Yeah. But besides them, I mean, Melissa. I mean, they have a
moving up.
Team. Yeah,
they made D2 state semifinals last year.
But Lone Star, man, Trey White is the quarterback. He's outstanding, man.
Yeah,
they got a ton of players, bro. I like Frisco Lone Star a lot.
Yeah, looking at District 6, Lone Star is my pick in that district too. They're stacked. District 6, again, I'm not spending a lot of time here. The UIL loves Highland Park. They put them in the easiest things they can ever put them in. When they were in 6A for a year or so, they put them in the weakest district up there. I don't know. It is what it is. They're really good. They're solid coach. Okay, it's great. I mean, that's fine. They're a great program.
Absolutely.
But the team that people need to watch out for, not that they're going to beat Highland Park, but Richland. Watch Richland. 11 starters back on defense.
Good
and
Lord.
6 offensive starters. They've got a UCLA committed running back. So watch Richland. I'm not saying they're going to beat Highland Park, but they could push them, and they could even make some noise in the playoffs. So watch Richland. One thing I want to mention about Highland Park real quick. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on them, but keep an eye on quarterback Buck Randall.
Oh yeah,
he is on pace to break Matthew Stafford's passing records at Highland Park.
Get out.
So, watch him. That's going to be something that needs to be tracked, that we need to see if he can beat that record.
That's a hell of a name, dude. Buck Randall.
Yeah.
Good name.
Yeah.
Quarterback.
So, a sleeper team in this district is Garland, Naaman, Forest, dropping down from 6A and returning 8 on both sides of the ball. And they have Raylan Deal is a TCU committed an athlete.
Good.
Definitely another district here, District 7. I mean, a bunch of Dallas ISD schools. Tyler's mixed in there for some reason. Yeah. The Mesquite schools, which are on the east side of Dallas. Again,
not much to see there.
West Mesquite's your team to beat here. West Mesquite.
Tyler had some tradition back in the 90s, man.
Yeah, they're getting better.
Earl Campbell's from Tyler, Texas. So.
Right. And Tyler always going to have skill talent. Crandall is another sleeper team here. They've got a receiver committed to Vanderbilt. So watch Crandall, but Crandall has struggled for a little bit due to there's the depth and whatever. But being in this district, watch Crandall. Crandall could be sneaky here. And then, I mean, come on, Yeah, I'm just going to quit being a coach. If I pull up my realignment packet and I'm in this district, District 8, I'm just retiring right there. I'm done.
Yeah. Put my papers there.
Yeah, DeSoto, Lancaster, Cedar Hill, Mansfield, Summit, Midlothian.
Midlothian. Yeah.
The most unfair move, DeSoto moves down to Class 5A after winning 3 of 4 state championships in 6A Division II.
Yeah.
Oh, and they have a pretty good running back.
Might be the best recruit in the country, possibly. Best running back, possibly.
I don't know. Landon down there. Got something to say about it.
I take Landon. I take Landon, anyways.
But this kid, Rod, dude, did you see what he did against South Lake Carroll last year in the playoffs?
Dude, go check out a scrimmage highlight of the other night. He broke away the whole. I don't know who they scrimmaged, but the whole team looked like they had him, and he broke away anyways and scored a touchdown. It was crazy.
Against South Lake, he went for like 350 plus against South Lake Carroll.
Against that, yeah, against 11 senior letterman.
Right,
that's crazy. But DeSoto moving down to 5A, man, that's scary. That's scary for those 5A guys. But man, they're gonna run into some pretty good teams in the playoffs. I think they're gonna be surprised a little bit. It's gonna remind them a lot of 6A, I think. But man, yeah, that district is gonna be a banger, man. I mean, I got DeSoto winning that sucker, but Cedar Hill, Lancaster. I want to say North Shore is playing Lancaster this year too, but DeSoto, Sean, to open the season next weekend, I think it's August 29th on ESPN2. They're playing St. Thomas Aquinas of Florida, a private school, #1 team in the state of Florida, which for some reason they like to mix their public and private, which is weird. California does the same stupid crap. I'm a little concerned about this game, Sean. I mean, I like these out-of-state matchups. I'm not big on the public versus private because people just don't get it. They think it's the same thing, and I'm telling you, it's not. It's not even close. And people want to cherry pick. Oh, well, this team beat this team. Blah blah blah. Dude, I'm telling you this, Sean. The last 10 years I've been watching it. I know you don't like to bother yourself too much with this. I get caught up in it because I'm a sucker with these people talking all this trash. But I'm telling you, Sean, the last 10 years I've been watching this. When you see an elite public school playing an elite private school, one of three things are going to happen. The private school is going to blow them out, or the private school is going to win or lose a close game. You're never going to see the public school just completely annihilate the private school. You know why? Because these are scholarship kids that they get. I mean, these are like they got FBS kids in almost every position. Now, I know St. Thomas Aquinas has an offensive lineman, Matthews. They got some Notre Dame commits and all that. That's all fine and good. I don't even know how all their commits are. Okay, but I looked at their roster, Sean, just on Max Preps. Okay, and I counted 41 players on St. Thomas Aquinas that are listed at 6 foot or above. 41 players, Sean. You know how many DeSoto has? 6 foot or above? 15. So what are we even talking about, man? I can't hear you, buddy. Something going on
here. Yeah, here's the deal. People are going to say private, public, whatever. It's not fair. People are going to say, well, these kids in Texas move around a lot. Okay, they do. That's right. There are some that do. It happens. Parents get different jobs, whatever. Whatever the case may be, I don't care. The fact of the matter is that, okay, maybe 1 or 2 kids get the transfer because maybe mom and dad got a different job.
Right.
The entire school did not get the transfer. If you take the all-star team from North Shore, DeSoto, Duncanville, Lake Travis, South Lake Carroll, you take the best of the best off all the perennial state champion team and go and play a private team, they probably beat the hell out of that private team.
Yeah.
But public versus private, fine, whatever. DeSoto is probably going to get their ass kicked. Okay. I'm not going to deny that. And you're going to hear about it. And I know you'll be the first to jump on Facebook and defend it. I know you will, because that's what you do. I just ignore that crap because it's just annoying to me. But it's going to happen, and they're going to say, we told you Florida's better than Texas. Brother, please.
Right.
Bring your best private school or your best public school to Texas, and let's play. And bring your best, and we'll go our best. Duncanville, North Shore, DeSoto, South Lake.
Yeah.
I don't care.
You can play one of our white dude teams, man. I mean,
Katie.
It don't matter. Katie, yeah.
The best rebuttal is California sent the #1 team in the nation to Texas to play a team not even ranked in the top 35 in the state of Texas and got their doors blown off. It got close at the end because Trinity took their foot off the pedal.
Right.
But Trinity was just power running up on them. They could not stop Trinity.
So, and that was the first time De La Salle played a team from Texas in like 100 years. Remember that time when they went on that win streak, that 100-game win streak?
From Texas.
We had so many teams from Texas calling for that smoke, man, but they didn't want it back in the 90s and early 2000s. So they
And then
finally
went
did
and
it.
lost
Number one
to-
team. They play an unranked Euless Trinity team and get beat. And that was 2015, Sean. And after that year, that's when California literally invented their own league called the Trinity League, where they have their private Mater Dei and St. John Bosco and Santa Margarita in with like their public schools like Centennial whatever and all these other And guess what? The last 10 years, no public school has won a state championship in California. Go figure. It's been Mater Dei, Bosco, and Santa Margarita that won state championships.
Yeah, it is what it is.
They ruined their own high school football. Weird.
I'm not worried about it too much. I mean, look, on a whole, take your best 10 public schools in California. Take your 10 best public schools in Florida. Take your 10 best public schools in Georgia. I don't care. Take your 10 best from any state. Bring them down here against our 10, and I guarantee you we win 80% of those games.
I'd love to see games against Georgia, man. They got some good public school football. They haven't ruined their football yet over there.
I'm not sure Buford is a public school, but good Lord.
Yeah.
Dude, I've driven by that school. That school is.
Yeah, you told me about that.
That school's like 5 city blocks long. It is huge.
But props to DeSoto though, dude. They played a home and home with Creekside, Georgia, the last 2 years. Creekside came to DeSoto a couple of years ago, got completely smashed. DeSoto went over there and got completely smashed.
Yep.
So they don't travel well. They've already proven they don't travel well. So
I just wish Texas would say, we're not playing your private schools, but we'll play any public school you want.
Right. Absolutely. And we'll talk about another matchup Sunday in 6A. Westlake and Inglewood.
He's right with us. Artistically, California fans are the worst. They brag about how private California. Yep, that's what we're saying. But Doug gets it locked. He gets on Facebook and loses his mind with them. I just ignore them.
I get suckered in.
They know that if they bring their public schools over here, they're going to get their ass handed to them. That's just all it is.
Yeah.
If they walked into one of our stadiums, those kids would lose their minds. Those kids were walking into Legacy Stadium in Katy or Allen Stadium or Melissa's new stadium or even Alvin ISD's Freedom Field Stadium. Come on. Those kids would lose their mind at the size and the stature of these buildings. Or what's the one in Cypress? The Berry Center, right?
Oh, yeah. Look like a brick castle.
Yeah. He just said St. John Bosco is currently losing 14-0 to Bishop Gorman.
Yeah, 2 private schools. Bishop Gorman's in Nevada.
Yeah, and Gorman came down and beat the hell out of a Texas school a couple of years ago. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I don't know why we do this stuff, man.
Yeah, I mean, I get
the coaches.
Yeah, but the coaches. I mean, if you look at go back and look at South Oak Cliff, like we said. Okay, their district sucks. They need to play somebody. Well, if one of these private schools says, "Hey, let's play," it's competition. It's going to make them better. I just wish we would only play public schools. I just wish we would only play public schools.
Well, you ever heard of Dutch Fork, South Carolina? They're a private school. They came back when Allen had what's his name, Kyler Murray. Mm-hmm. Dutch Fork came down to North Texas, Sean. I don't know how these private schools did it, man. They spent a whole month in North Texas. They played Allen, they played DeSoto, and then they played I think Abilene Cooper, not Abilene Cooper, but what's that? Capel. They played Capel. They lost to Allen in a shootout. Well, they hung for the first half and they got blown out in the second half. They lost a shootout against DeSoto, and they got their asses completely beat by Capel. Now, Capel was supposed to be the weaker of the 3 opponents. But after playing Allen and having played DeSoto back-to-back, they played Capel. Capel beat them like 49-7, send them back home, 0-3.
Yep.
You know, but these California teams and Florida teams, man, they're a little bit different, though. They're
before we move on to the next pick here, Tyler High. They got our Oregon commit at running back.
Who?
Tyler. Sedarius McMiller. He had 20 touchdowns last year, so keep an eye on him too. Man, this region is I love DeSoto and Sarod Baker and their defensive line. But they've lost some people off that team too. Yeah. Richland's going to be really good. Frisco Lone Star is going to be really good.
Yeah.
Who are you taking in this region?
Man, I'm telling you, I think DeSoto is going in for a surprise, man. How many good teams are in 5A, bro? Because right now, like I said, I've been saying, I'm kind of leaning Frisco, Lone Star. But I don't know, man. We're going to see. I want to see how DeSoto looks next week, man. But
you can't take that into a private school. You can't take that into account against one of them private schools.
Because DeSoto lost what 2 or 3 games last year and won the state championship. Yeah.
I think they started like 1-2 or 1-3.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I learned a valuable lesson the time down there at Manville when we'd run into Katy. If you have a powerful rushing attack and a good defense, you're really hard to beat in the playoffs. I'm going to lean DeSoto over Lone Star very close, but won't be surprised if it flips and Lone Star wins. But I'm going to lean on DeSoto with that running game and the defensive line that they have. I think DeSoto on both lines is going to be much better, and they're going to be able to wear teams down by running the ball. So I'm going to go DeSoto very close over Lone Star.
See, I'm kind of torn with this, man, but I think I'm going to lean DeSoto with you, man, because they do have a good defensive line. I think they got a Texas Tech commit on there. And Coach Mathis has done a great job, man. And I'll hand it to them. They'll play anybody. So, I guess I'll go DeSoto, man, in this region for sure. I don't know if I have them for the state champion, but I do have them.
Yeah. Let's move into Region 3. This is the second district. I think this is the deepest district. Our district, I think this is the deepest region in Class 5A. I ran through the teams top 10 over in Region 2. But in Region 3, you've got Richmond Randall, LaPorte, who everybody is high on this year. Pflugerville Rice is good. Port Arthur Memorial is always in the mix. Angleton's going to be really good this year. A&M Consolidated. In this region, Iowa Colony, whose only losses have been to Richmond Randall in their existence, is 7th.
Dude, Iowa Colony is 24-2 the last 2 years.
Nah, it's got to be 24-4 because they've lost to Randall 4 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they've lost 4 games to Randall. They've played them in district, and then they played them in the playoffs every time too.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Because Randall's like 31-1.
Yeah, and their only loss is the SOC.
SOC, yeah. Okay, so they lost 4 times to Randall.
Yeah,
and it's some great games too.
Oh yeah, there was one game Iowa Colony was up on Randall by like 21 in the first half, and then Randall stormed back and beat them like 52-50. It was insane. District 9. I'll let you run through this because especially the top team. I think we both agree LaPorte is the chief person here.
Yeah. Yeah, Laporte,
brother,
which happened to be hate to bring this up, Sean, but they were our 5A Division 2 or 1
Yeah.
state champion.
Yeah.
Last year they lost in the first round.
Trying to avoid that.
Yeah. Well, they're returning 7 on offense and 5 on defense. They got a running back, Sean, that's really, really good. Sean Simon was a 4.4.
Sounds like a good kid.
Yeah.
Got a great name.
It does, man. Sean Simon. Well, their coach is one other than Kevin Berneathy. Used to coach at Dobie for a few years. Got to meet the man myself. Big Irish guy. That guy can coach some football, Sean.
Yeah.
He's a damn good coach, man.
Yeah.
And I tried to convince him, dude. His last year at Dobie, I said, hey, man, I shook his hand and said, you don't have to go anywhere. You can just stay right here.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. So I appreciate that. I said, thank you, sir. Next year he left, but whatever, man.
Yeah, yeah.
It's LaPorte, man. It's a one-horse town. They got money. They got a beautiful, brand-new stadium. And they're a damn good football team, Sean. So,
yeah, we've played them. Yeah.
Yeah. And they got a bunch of really good kids, man. They got a bunch of really good – they look like Katy kids, to be honest with you, man. They don't look like, North Shore or any of this other stuff. But yeah, I got Laporte winning that district, and then between PA Memorial and Lufkin coming in second, maybe challenging a little bit, but
yeah, Lufkin is one of those teams. I just don't know what to ever think of Lufkin.
Not anymore.
No. Laporte, yeah, you're right. We had him pegged as the state champion last year. That didn't work. But I also didn't see them losing in the first round either. I think Laporte is going to be really, really good this year. You mentioned it. You mentioned Port Arthur Memorial. Look, Port Arthur Memorial, I'm going to tell you this, has never lost a football game getting off the bus.
No, they haven't, man.
Those dudes are huge. And let me tell you something. They know it, and they intimidate you when they come to the stadium. Well, let me say they tried. They tried with Manville when we played them over in Channelview.
They look good, man, but y'all killed them.
We had Shane McCarley that year at quarterback.
Right.
And we had the Romero brothers, both like 6'7", 340. And they had this all-state defensive end. They had this all-state defensive end, and they came right up to the 50-yard line and started chanting at the quarterback, and like, Shane, we're going to get you. First play of the game, Travis Romero pancaked the one guy, gave him a concussion, and put him out of the game.
Nice.
But dude, they were scary. They were
because and their uniforms are like dark black and red or something like that.
Look, Doug, when we come off the bus, we are not a team that you want to see come off the bus. We are stacked. Manville was. Yeah. They intimidated the hell out of us, dude. I was like, what in that? So, yeah. For sure. Laporte's the favorite there. I think you do watch Port Arthur Memorial. I'm not sold on Lufkin. I think Lufkin has too many questions on offense to do anything. Yeah. I'm not even messing with District 10 5A. That's the Houston ISD. Houston Madison's probably just because somebody has to win that district.
Be wise. You gotta walk through those doors.
Yeah, no. But then you get to District 11, brother. District 11 is brutal.
That's a good district, brother.
Richmond Randall, Angleton. Oh, real quick, since we're talking about Richmond Randall, artistically popped back in and said, does Randall have the depth to compete in 5A D1? I will say yes, because they were were big enough last year to be in 5A D1, but the numbers were from 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So they really have the same numbers that they did 2 years ago. But so I'm going to say yes, and especially because you're not jumping. If they were jumping from 5A D2 to 6A, like what Manville did this past couple realignments ago, Manville went from D2 to 6A. That's a huge jump.
That's huge, yeah.
But going from D2 to D1, Randall will be fine with the depth to compete. In my mind. Plus, when you have a running back like Landon Williams-Callis, you probably have enough depth. That's not done yet. He hasn't signed papers. So
he's going to Texas, brother.
Look, I'm stopping at Buc-ee's every chance I get so that old Beaver Applin can throw a bag at him. He gives some free beaver nuggets, free gas, whatever that kid wants. Richmond Randall's your favorite in this district.
Yeah.
But brother, Angleton, Iowa Colony, Friendswood, another Katy high school, Katy Freeman. Katy's got about 9. I think Katy has 11 high schools now.
Nuts.
There's your Victoria East.
South Houston and Pasadena, brother.
Yeah. There's some travel here. That trip from South Houston to Victoria is not going to be fun.
No, it's not.
Look, Richmond Randall's the team. We've talked about them enough already. They're 13-1. You mentioned Landon Williams-Callis. Come on, he's got 7,500 rushing yards in his career. I mean, Angleton. This is the story on Angleton. Angleton, and this goes back for years. They've had good teams. They had a team in 2000 and I want to say 10 that was state championship caliber, number 1 team in the state all year long. Had one of the jammers or one of them over there. Yeah, maybe he was playing quarterback, but they put him on kickoff return against Manville, and he rolled his ankle and sprained it and was out, and they lost their first-round playoff game because the coach, dumbass, put him on kickoff return.
Okay.
Injuries always seem to bite them at the wrong time, and that's what happened last year. Angleton was really good last year, and then they had just a slew of injuries, and they fell apart. I think they're second best in this district. But yeah, see, here you go. Yeah, Iowa Colony, 24-0 over the past 2 seasons, except for when they play teams named Richmond Randall.
Right.
But that was their first graduating class last year. I'm curious how they return. I know a couple of kids transferred out of Iowa Colony and are at Manville now.
No kidding, huh?
Yeah, a couple transfer from Shadow Creek to Manville too. But we're going to see how it plays out. I like Randall, Angleton, Iowa Colony, and then I'm probably going to go Friendswood. Yeah, I'm going to go Friendswood for
Friendswood over Freeman.
Yeah, I think Freeman's too new of a school. And in that district, I think that's asking a lot for a school to get dropped into that district. Friendswood, especially if that Freeman school has to go to Friendswood, weirdest stadium in the history of high school football in Texas.
Dude, Friendswood has everything in their backyard, man. Like squeezed.
Right. There, if you go to a game in
Friendswood, soccer field, football field, everything is like.
People let you park in their grass for home games for like $20.
Yeah.
At a high school game because there is no parking.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had to go there one year and cover a game for the newspaper in Alvin. And I got there 2.5 hours early and couldn't park. I had to park down the road in somebody's yard. So yeah, it's brutal. But I'm going.
But Friendswood's a great community, Sean. It's the safest community in Texas.
Yeah.
And they're proud of that.
I guess.
I wish I could afford to live in Friendswood, my friend. But I don't.
Now, are you going Randall or are you going Angleton?
I'm going Randall. Randall, then Iowa Colony, Angleton, Friendswood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious what Iowa Colony can do.
Yeah. I mean, Iowa Colony, they're bringing back 7 on offense, 4 on defense. Randall's bringing back 14 starters, but you all know the main guy is the running back.
Yep.
But they got some guys on defense too. So I mean, they got a loaded team, bro.
Oh yeah. So this next district is the last district, I think, in this region, and I'm going to give a quick shout out. I don't remember the kid's name because I'm horrible with names, but Mossberg, Joseph Mossberg, his nephew plays for Georgetown.
Yep.
He's I think he's a sophomore this year, maybe a junior, but he plays down there, cornerback, safety. I think. I know he's a defensive back. So keep an eye on them. I'm going to keep an eye on them and see. His name wasn't in Dave Campbell's magazine this year, so I'm thinking he's probably a sophomore. Maybe hit varsity next year. This district is Pflugerville Weiss.
Yep.
Last year, Pflugerville Weiss went 10-3, which was their best record ever. They've got a Washington receiver commit. Trey Moore is there. So Big Ten receiver. I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking Pflugerville Weiss. I'm thinking the district's going to go Pflugerville Weiss, Consolidated, A&M Consolidated, Shoemaker, Georgetown, and College Station are all kind of battling for that 3rd and 4th spot, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's top heavy with Pflugerville Weiss.
Oh, yeah. For sure. He's okay.
Now, interesting about Pflugerville, Sean, if people don't know where Pflugerville is,
yeah,
they're between Austin and Round Rock.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what they like to say over there, right, man?
Go ahead.
They like to say that we're stuck between a rock and a weird place.
That's right.
They have T-shirts that say that. That's brilliant, man.
And where do they play football?
Round Rock?
No, they play football at the Field. It is what? PF. It's got a P in front of field.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Pflugerville.
People that don't understand, Pflugerville is spelled
PF.
I gotta go back. Yeah. Pflugerville. Pflugerville. So the P is not there, but it's there when you write it.
It's there. It is there.
So yeah, they play football. That's the field.
The field, okay. Between a rock and a weird place. That's where they're Round Rock and
a lie either. Definitely not a lie there. What's crazy, when I looked at this and I had it set up with the playoff brackets, you realize the first round playoff game we can get if things hold to form is A&M Consolidated at Iowa Colony.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
That should be a pretty good one. Not close.
Well, Consolidated is pretty good.
Yeah.
But I don't know where actually, if that were to go the way the districts are breaking and we got it set, it would be Iowa Colony going to A&M Consolidated.
Damn.
Consolidated would be 2nd and Colony 3rd, based on the way I have it. I mean, it would fall different. And then the winner of that game would get probably LaPorte. There's some, dude, look, there is going to be some bangers in the playoffs in this district, in this region. That was just the top half. You look at the bottom half, you can get Houston, Beaumont, Westbrook, and Richmond Randall. Then you can get Pflugerville Weiss or Port Arthur Memorial and Richmond Randall. There's some games here that are going to be real. And, once you get to the playoffs, it's who rises. I think if you're betting against Richmond Randall,
you're going to lose some money.
Well, they got to go through LaPorte. So I think those two are by far the chief. I think that's your regional final matchup. I think it's Richmond Randall and LaPorte. I'm honestly taking Randall, and this sounds stupid because they've only been around for like 6 years. I'm taking them based on experience.
And pedigree.
LaPorte hasn't been there in a while.
LaPorte hasn't been there in a long time, man.
Right. But
Randall
into the state championship game and won the state championship game recently. So I'm thinking I'm going to lean Randall over LaPorte. And plus, LaPorte, you screwed me last year. I'm not taking you.
Sure did, man. And if you ever get to watch LaPorte play, man, they run Bernithi runs his own version of the wing tee. It's a little bit different. I can't explain it. I'm not a coach, but I know talking to some coaches that they struggle. Like some DCs struggle, or they did before struggle lining up against it. At least back when he was in Angleton as the OC in Angleton and all that, I was hearing stuff like that. They're having trouble lining up against his offense as far as alignment goes.
You just have to have a DC in the defense that know their assignment. We played assignment football against them. They still ran the ball pretty well against us, but they could get 2 or 3 yards, but then they'd miss a pass. or we'd stop them behind the line. And once you put that offense behind the chains, it's hard for them. Unless they can throw it, and Angleton never really could throw it consistently.
You put it in passing downs, man. You got them.
So I'm going to go Randall over LaPorte in this region for sure.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I mean, good Lord. I think Region 4 this is another region that has a clear favorite.
Yes, sir.
And it has to be Smithson Valley.
Yep. The Rangers.
Are they back-to-back state champions?
Yes, sir.
Are they 24-25? Yeah. I knew they won it last year. I couldn't remember if they won 24 or not.
And Sean, I want to ask something, dude. Because I swear they took like a 10 years off or something that you didn't really hear much about Smithson Valley. Before you did, I remember, early like 2000s or 20, whatever, they were really good. And then you just didn't hear much about them for like 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're back. Well,
remember where Smithson Valley is, north side of San Antonio.
Right? Yes, sir. The good side of San Antonio, if you will.
They built a bunch of schools out there.
Piper.
There's just a bunch out there. There's a bunch of high schools that got built that took some away. I think Smithson Valley fell down into the 4A range for a couple of years and then started coming back up.
Yeah, they did.
But hey,
they're back.
I'll take a 10-year hiatus to go back-to-back state champions.
Dude, you're not kidding me, man. And they got a quarterback, Ty Knutson, with a K.
Yeah.
6'3", 215.
It's Newton, but okay.
I'm gonna go Knudsen.
Okay.
Just because he's going to the University of Texas, my friend.
Well, then he's definitely a nut.
Well, there you go. And I like the way he plays, dude. He kind of reminds me of Archie, man. I don't know why. He just kind of reminds me of Archie.
It's a little bit hot right now, maybe.
Come on, man. He's a great quarterback, smart kid too, apparently. But they also have a wide receiver, defensive back wide receiver named Hunter Hall, I guess Haug.
Yeah, he's going to Tech.
Now, doesn't Katie have a linebacker with the last name of Hall that transferred from Kingwood?
Maybe
That was committed to the University of Texas, but decommitted.
Mate, I'll have to look that up when we get to 6A on Sunday. Tune in.
Kind of upsets me, man, but no, man, I like Smithson Valley a lot this year, Sean. To be honest with you, man. I think can they three-peat? I don't know. They got to mess with DeSoto this year.
Yeah, but
to do that,
maybe
that's right. Maybe, but right now.
But here's the difference too, though. You say that, okay? DeSoto's going to be beat up getting there, dude. Smithson Valley's not.
You ain't lying, brother. That's a good point. That's a good point, man.
Yeah,
but I want to go Smithson Valley, man.
Yeah, I'm going Smithson Valley, and then I'm taking the other Bernie school to come in second.
Champion.
And I'm going to go with a move up here, and I'm going to go Seguin to make the playoffs in this district.
Let's go.
I'm going to go Seguin. A move up takes fourth place over a Manor team that dropped down from 6A. Or Manor, I guess is how they
call it. Manor, yeah, man. Well, look, good old Lockhart, man. That's the barbecue capital of Texas right there.
Right. Artistically back in the chat real quick said that I'm sure he's talking about Smithson Valley would have the potential to play Randall in the state semifinal and then DeSoto back-to-back. True. The problem with that is, like I said, Randall and DeSoto have much tougher paths to get to that state semifinal than
they have to play some people.
Smithson Valley's main challenger is Bernie Champion in my mind. So there's really nobody. Then you run into a bunch of the Valley and some of the San Antonio schools. San Antonio J would have been better, but their quarterback left and is now at Seguin.
Yeah. Hopefully Smithson Valley's scheduled up on non-districts. Hopefully they're playing some people next week and the week after.
You know, I'm getting a little bummed here because I'm thinking that Dave Campbell just quit running the app.
Really?
Nothing's updated. There's no schedules. Oh, wait, hold on. I lied. I looked yesterday and they weren't there. They're there today. So, who are we talking about? Smithson Valley?
Yeah.
Keep talking about some other teams in this region. I'm going to look up Smithson Valley real quick.
Well, I mean, besides Smithson Valley, I mean, honestly, Sean, I'm kind of leaning Smithson Valley to win state again, man. Because I just like you said, I think DeSoto, they just got a lot on their plate, dude. I mean, they're going to Florida, and then and of course they're going to play. They're still going to play Duncanville.
Yeah.
You know, they play them every year.
Right.
I don't know if they're playing SOC this year. Probably not. But no, man, DeSoto they got a tough road, man. I think Smithson Valley, they're going to be healthy.
Bro, Smithson Valley's non-district is Cinco Ranch and San Antonio Sotomayor.
Is that a joke, dude? What is that?
No, dude, I'm
Is that
serious.
real?
Yeah, I think it's a new school in San Antonio.
Damn, what the hell, Smith and Valley?
I mean,
Are they gonna be ready or what?
it's Smith and
Yeah.
Valley. They're going to do what they do anyway.
They play
Let's
great
see.
defense, man. They play really good defense, brother.
RGV 5A moved up to 6A. Yeah, that's true. And McAllen Memorial. Yeah, that's probably the best Valley team in 5A. Is McAllen Memorial. Yeah, that's what I'd agree with that. I gotta hope that Corpus Christi Carroll does something this year. That would have been the high school I went to had I stayed in Corpus Christi, and instead of moving to Commerce. Yeah, I would have gone to Corpus Christi Carroll.
Bro, you went from South Texas to North Texas, bro.
That's it's also the high school that Salina would have attended.
Salina.
Yeah.
No.
So got to give a shout out to Corpus Christi Carroll.
Corpus Christi.
This is
Flower Play. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that anybody else is ready to compete with him. Bernie Champion is the chief challenger. In my mind, Flower Bluff is going to be the best team in Corpus. That is for sure. Artistically, I don't have any doubt with that. I need to look at that real quick while he said that, because I wanted to look at the Carroll district or Corpus Christi district. Veterans Memorial is going to be good again this year. With their running back, that district's going to come down to Bluff or Vets Memorial. I don't know who I'm leaning. I'm probably leaning Veterans Memorial because I think they return more. Not return more, but they didn't lose as much. Flower Bluff lost a big class. So I'm going to go Smithson Valley meets Bernie Champion in the regional final, and Smithson Valley beats them. And then I'm going to go Richmond Randall beats Smithson Valley and takes on DeSoto. I think that's who I had.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to take Randall to beat DeSoto in a battle of the running backs.
Nice. See, I want Randall. Man, I got Smithson Valley, man.
Winning it all, huh? 3-peat.
Yeah, winning all three-peat. Why not? Because I don't think DeSoto is going to make it there.
No.
You know?
We'll see.
We'll see. They got too much. But Randall,
yeah,
I like Randall a lot because they don't have to mess with SOC this year, so I know they're happy about that.
Yeah, that gets us through 5A. Go ahead. What do you got?
No, I was going to say, would it be Smithson Valley? Would they be playing Randall
in a semifinal?
In a semifinal. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then DeSoto would play probably Denton Ryan in the other one.
Or maybe Lone Star.
Oh, yeah, or Lone Star.
Yeah. Lone Star, Frisco. Frisco, Lone Star.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's 5A.
5A's done. Got about 4 minutes left.
6A is going to be a whoo boy.
Hey, artistically, we got about 4 minutes left before my timer kills. So I'll get into that on Sunday. They're talking about they're trying out the replay system completely in Texas high school football. So
they're taking it out.
No, they're trying it. They're seeing about using it more than just the state championship games.
Oh, okay. Good.
So definitely come back on 6A night, Sunday night. We'll get into that a little bit. I was going to bring it up tonight, but I figured 5A might take us a little longer than normal because there's just so many good teams in 6A. 6A, we're going to probably have to cruise through a little quicker. We'll see. But we'll get on to it. Like I said, keep an eye out for all of the social media channels, SEC Sean, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. You can see me. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me and tune in for the time frame. But we're looking at probably the same time frame, 9 o'clock Sunday night. So Eastern time. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Appreciate artistically all the insight and the knowledge and the questions you were dropping. Appreciate
Thank you, Ortiz.
with me, Doug. We'll clean back up and get it going again Sunday night, and we'll get into the big boys before the season starts.
Yes, sir, man. Let's do this.
All right. Have a good night, and we'll catch up Sunday.
All right, man. Talk to you soon, buddy.
All right. Peace.
Bye.